Hello YouTube, this is Jet Jaguar again, coming at you with another review. These are older X-transbot characters, but I just recently got them. I have replacement X-transbot Elf, also known as Drag Strip, and I have the regular X-transbot Drag Strip, known as Overheat. Well, both are known as Overheat, but I was going to do a unboxing and review of them. So I did a review on this one already, so I'll just take them out of the box and do a comparison on the two. Go ahead and cut it open. A little surgical knife. So let's get these out of the box. Of course, as you see, and put these boxes back here. He comes with the card, as I showed in the other video, and voila, here we have Overheat. Let's see, let's get him out of here. There we go. Very beautiful figure, though, I will admit. Very beautiful figure. Right there. And let's get the other one out. Instructions and the stat card. Let's take him out. Put him here. Boom Bazooka Joe. He also looks really good. Let's move these boxes. I'm pretty sure both of these transform the same way. I have done a transformation on this one. It's my first time opening this one here. This one here, I did have to return him because of some issues with the pivot for the motor mount. And this one looks like it has the same one. So if it does break on camera with the transformation, you will see it. But both of these look pretty good. I do like the way this one looks better. The paint on this is remarkable. I just have to put the pivot on there for the motor. I have to be extra careful, if at all, any luck with transforming them. But they side by side, they're the exact same toy. I do love the way, I love the way Drag Strip looks. Well, Overheat is the name for the X-transbot, but he is a copy of Drag Strip, a third-party version of Drag Strip. Oh, they roll. Let me see the wheels here. I'm going to badge these and put my decals on them. You know, one right there, and this one here, I'll figure out somewhere to put them at. But I have already done a transformation on him. So let's go ahead and do one on this one. Let's see. Take that off. Should be still pretty good at this. Let me see. Take the arms out. Let me see. Let's pull that right there. Separate that. And take this arm out, so that way. This is one of the key things too. You also want to make sure that you separate this and the back plating here, so you don't have any issues like I had with Drag Strip. So now what you do is break that open there. Go on this side, pop it. Take those two loose. Break that apart there, because this motor pivot here is what was broken. You want to be real careful with that motor pivot. See how I got that separate there? Make sure you had that out of the way. You want to make sure you really had that out of the way when you do this. Believe me, I learned the hard way. And then let's see. Bear with me. Let's take this guy out of here. Fold these down a little bit to get those out of the way. Let's see. Put that all back. Pull these arms. Arms come out. There we go. That's one arm up. So you pull right here. Get the arms up like that. And then get this arm here. Push this forward like that. So it can match to this pivot here. I've seen the word pivot. And it snaps in there. Move this forward. Put that forward. Just have to get this. Move that forward. There we go. Just a little tight little push. Snaps that in. On this arm here, I move this piece forward again. Roll that forward like that. That snaps in place. Now you get these arms and you rotate them. So get these out of the way here. Let's see. Come in here. Actually, it was kind of going here. Push that out like that. That way you got the arms out of the way. So you reach in here, push that out. These arms have to rotate. So you get this arm and move to this side. And you get this arm and move to that side. See that? Move them over that way. And then keep these out of the way. And this is one of the things when you're transforming drag strip. When you put it back into car mode, you want to really make sure that you push that back in there firmly like that. Push it back in there very firm, because if not, you'll pop this piece off. And that's the problem I had the first time. But we're going to see how we luck up with this one as far as the back of them. When I put it back together, let's get this, pop that down, just pop that down, turn these pieces. Slip that up. Turn it down that way. Let's see. Turn that way. Because I got to get around this. Rotate it. Like that, and like that, and rotate this to where this goes right there inside her and close in. Same thing on this side. Turn that a little bit, get over that way, and make sure this closes in and goes right there like that. Now, see, I have this pivot. Move these out the way. You know, I'm gonna do this pivot last, so let's go ahead and get these out first. Let's get that here out of the way. Let's get this here. Out of the way. Out of the way like that. Boom, Bazooka Joe. Let's move this pivot a little bit. Let's get these out of the way here. I want to really be careful with this pivot. Let's do the pivot next. Let's see. So it does. This is probably the first one. I'm going to grab it this time right here. Make sure everything's free and clear. Let's fold these in. Oh, they move. Oh, wow, look at that. This one is nowhere near as stiff as the other one. Huh. I want to be real careful with this pivot because of my elf. Oh, wow. Oh, it bends. It's real stiff. It's very, very stiff. I'm gonna be very, very careful. Ooh. Ooh, that is stiff. It is very stiff. But it went. Oh, wow. Look at that. Slide that in there. That pivot went. Unlike the elf, this one actually went in there. Yeah, went in there. Huh. That's the problem I had with the elf was this pivot here was very stiff. So stiff that it wouldn't move. So now, what I do is get these legs. And break these down this way. Get this leg. Break it down that way. And now you get this. And pull that forward. And get on this side. And pull that forward. Slide the legs down this way. And let's go ahead and rotate this out. Let's see, push this out that way. Rotate this leg behind there. Put that right there like that. Flip that over this way. Get this leg. Move it like this. To where this pivot fits in there. So move it there. Lock that in. This one leg. Get this one here. Oh yeah, and snap that pivot in. I love using the word pivot. Yes, close this one in. Slip over the groove. And get this leg here. Fold it out that way again. Get this piece pop back out. Fold that back in under here. Put the leg, put that pivot right there. It's my word of the day, pivot. And Make sure that's all nice and snug. Put the arms down this way. Back over that way. Get this. And kind of tuck it all up in there. Snap that. That snaps into place there. Put that there and there. Push these down. Push that down right here. And there's a little piece behind there where the plastic kind of fits in on both sides. There like that. Like that. Turn the arms. Turn the arms. And there you go. For what I'm appearing to see, you have drag strip fully transformed. And let's give him his hand cannon. Kind of snaps in place stick here. And there we are. There's Overheat. Looks pretty good like this. And I'll tell you what, the pivot on here is definitely a lot easier moving than this one. There's some sort of defect with this drag strip. I'm actually probably going to leave him in robot mode. I mean, in auto vehicle mode, because I bought him actually because of the way he appears. I'm working on building Minosaur. So what I'm going to do is just have him as a shelf trophy by the way he looks. And this is the one I'm going to be adding on Minosaur. He looks pretty cool, but I will tell you this. The most difficult part of the transformation is the pivot. When you use this, for anybody out there with this transformer, get this pivot when he's down here, when the motor is placed down on this part of Overheat or drag strip. Open the legs up and like I did on the video, grab the pivot by hand and move it with both hands firmly into this spot. That way you don't break it. I might try it on this one again. I'm not sure, but you want to really make sure that you grab it by hand and move the pivot on it, because if you don't, you risk breaking it. So if you're going to go ahead and order this elf, I think he actually went on sale now. If you're going to order him, make sure that when you do this part with the pivot on the motor mount, take the legs apart, grab the pivot by hand, and use both of your hands to just slowly move it to where it needs to be up here. As if not, you're more than likely going to break it. I'm pretty sure people have had the same problem with this exact same figure. I mean, he looks really cool. He looks awesome. I actually like the way he looks a lot. Look-wise, he's sharp. But, they do have a setback with that pivot on the figure that they need to really work on. But it looks good. So in comparison, they're all about the same size. I just got to get one more before I create Minosaur. I got all of them except, what's the semi-truck's name? Wild Rider? Not Wild Rider. Is it? I'm trying to remember the name, but anyways, I have them all except that one. So I'm just kind of slowly getting the collection together. So if anybody's transforming drag strip or Overheat, that's a good way to do it. The way I did it, I'm no expert. I mean, matter of fact, a lot of the transformers I do have, I either have forgotten how to transform them, or some I haven't even transformed. But I'm gonna do just a, time to time do a review on some of the ones I got, some of the older ones I have. I have hundreds of them, and I would love to. I enjoy this. I enjoy doing this period just with the transformations. So these are gonna go on the shelf, and talk to you soon. God bless. Transform.